Peace and love, everybody. Salute. Salute to all the great people. I was thinking a little bit about this upcoming fight that I have been inquiring about for months prior to its official announcement, that I have been thinking about, assuming all types of things about prior to its announcement. And now that it is here, I'm just filled with more queries, interestingly enough, right? So, of course, the Tank Davis-Frank Martin fight is looming near, okay? We're a little bit over a week removed now, y'all. The fight will be taking place by hook or by crook next Saturday, you guys. Are y'all ready? I know I sure am. However, one of the things that have been interesting to me upon looking at it is the buzz. Is that the buzz surrounding this fight has dwindled over the last several weeks. What's happening, y'all? I know I'm not the only one that peeped that. How can it be that the coveted face of boxing has a fight on the horizon that is not in everyone's parlance? How can this be? How? I need this answered quick, fast, because it's not mathing. How is it that this is not on everybody's parlance? Everyone's dialogue and conversation. Is this fight selling big numbers, as usually the case, with Tank Davis? How come we don't see, all the numbers out? Oh, okay, this number's, all these tickets done sold now, right? Isn't this usually what's boasted about, flung around and flaunted about Tank Davis fights? What's the word, y'all? Let me know something. Why come nobody's been posting about the sold out status of this fight? Where's all the sold out talk from the face of boxing? Okay? Where are the posts? Where are the pictures that the Takeomaniac fanboys like to throw around? Okay? See, they, how they usually like to say, well, see, he done did it again, you guys. He done sold out. Yet another banger sold out from Gervonta Tank Davis. That's what he does. Where they at? Where's the cry for the A side? Huh? Where's the posturing? The A side posturing. Where'd they go? Now, interestingly, is that this is a huge, huge card. Okay, this is definitely not a fight card as a whole to slouch over. We got the co-main event with David Benavidez. We got the Gary Antoine Russell. We got Carlos Ademas on the card. This is lit all the way around for us hardcore boxing fans. Where is the sauce with such a lit card? Y'all. Okay? This is the guy that everybody the world over totes as the king, Gervonta Tank Davis. He is heading this. He is the face of this. And he got David Benavidez, the Mexican slayer, on the card. The monster himself also on the card. I don't get why there is such a lull over this, comparatively speaking. Okay, could this be the least hype fight we've seen from Tank in years, y'all? When was the last time we've heard a fight kind of dwindle and go under the radar the way that it's been compared to all his previous fights? I'm certainly not used to this. And you know what? It brings me to a very poignant point and question that I like to pose, which is, could this be the case that we see a, comparatively speaking, lackluster buzz surrounding this Tank Davis fight because he is facing another skilled, highly competitive, aggressive, and evenly matched black boxer? Is that why there is much less buzz for this particular fight than the previous ones? Will Tank's pay-per-view buys do well now that he is finally stepping into a ring with a fellow Black American fighter, and a damn good one at that? What's the deal here, y'all? Real talk, I'm left in a flurry of queries about this, Is it possible that boxing fans are afraid of what lies before Tank in this situation? This is an honest question I'm posing. It's a fight that would definitely, we boxing diehards want to see. There is no doubt about that at all. But are people weary about this fight on a general level because of the magnitude and scope of the competition that Tank Davis faces with Frank Martin? Are people reticent about this fight with Frank Martin as his opponent more than they want to let on? I'm looking at this, you guys. I really am. Is this why there was hype around every other Tank fight? Because they knew he would win and win in spectacular, dominant fashion with his previous opponents? And are now bordering a more, tepid stance because they don't quite know what to expect and they can't quite claim that Tank will be completely dominant over Frank as they, definitely knew that he would be with other fighters? I think this is a great question, you guys. It's definitely a valid question to analyze at this particular time. And this, of course, I don't want to sound like I'm making absolutions about, a notion that Tank will not win against Frank Martin, but the analysis is valid. The analysis is valid because it's an anomaly for Tank's fans in particular. Tank fans, they are known to superimpose, this sort of omnipresence of this man. They say that he conquers all things, that he conquers all challengers and conquers all pay-per-view sales, right? Hence the A side, the toting and pushing and affirming to people that Tank is the A side. This type of hush that's going on currently with this fight is not normal at all. And it's for this reason that I'm motioning that it may have a significant amount to do with Frank Martin himself as the opponent and how he's viewed by the public in general as the opponent to the coveted Tank Davis. He is unlike any other opponent that Tank has gone to battle with. That's for sure. That's for sure. And for me, as a fan of both of these warriors, this is what makes me excited and enthralled by this matchup. I love the challenge, and I cannot wait to see how they overcome each other and if they can overcome each other. It's absolutely fascinating to me on every level. That's why I find it all the more curious that more pressure has not been focused around this fight to the same magnitude and degree that we are used to seeing. Despite all that's been flooding the airways with Devin Haney and Ryan Garcia, the whole scandal and all of that, this fight is a big statement to be made in boxing as a whole. This fight is for the culture, y'all. What? Two beautiful brothers of stature and skill? This is Tank's most evenly matched fight to date. Why is it not much bigger than it is? Okay? This is a fight that has the potential to go down as a legendary battle between two powerful brothers with a history of bad blood on top of that, y'all. What will the pay-per-view numbers do for this fight? Is this fight going to be a guaranteed million-plus shutout the way the other ones have been? Other ones that were way less significant, mind you, Rolly, and we can go on and on and on down the list. This fight is certainly of a higher stature than those previous ones for sure. Okay? Is this going to be a million-plus shutout pay-per-view? I want to know. If not, what will that say? If it does not do the million-plus pay-per-views the way the other ones have, what will this be saying to us, you guys, to boxing goers? And also, what would it be saying about Tank's A-side status? Will it be saying that it's only pending the opponent that he faces? If that's the case, can we really deem him A-side? Not to shit on the young king, but we got to put it all on the table. At least I will when I'm analyzing anything. That'll put A-side into question because if it's only dependent on a person of a different demographic, then it's a one-sided relationship that he will have to A-side, which is, something to be questioned and scrutinized, honestly. Another interesting thing that I wonder about is, did Tank see that the only way for him to promote this fight was off of the coattails, so to speak, of Ryan Garcia popping dirty? Okay? Is that why he stood in defense of a drug cheat? And I ask that because I'm wondering if that's the case, is that then to garner the support from the fan base of his normal opponent's demographic, which is non-black? Was that his way of catering and cheering and peering to get people locked into this fight of a demographic not his own? Did he only see downing Devin Haney as his ticket into clickbaiting promotion? Did he not believe in the power of two elite, powerful brothers being enough to sell? Big, big questions, you guys. And it leads me asking, what happened to the A side? What happened to the face of boxing if that's the case? And why shouldn't the A side in boxing stand no matter who he's facing, black, Mexican, or otherwise? Shouldn't the A side stand to be just that? I'll leave it on that note and let you guys think on it. Anyway, for now, I'm on to the next. Peace.